I'm up, so let's talk. What's up, Shy Killings? You don't even know how I'm feeling right now. I really gotta change my life. Seriously. I really, really do. What's up, Bungami? Salutations. I said, let's go live, being that I can't sleep. I gotta change my situation, y'all. Seriously. So let's talk. Cause I was all ready to go live earlier. I was ready to go live earlier. I was dressed, put my lashes on. They was looking nice. What's up, concerned one? Thought I was gonna see my kids, but it snowed out here, so couldn't see my kids. Shalom, Purple Heart. What's up, Don La Vega? It's 2:53 a.m. but I'm up because I can't sleep where I'm at, even if I wanted to. Even if I wanted to, I can't sleep. Tina Ruffin, yeah, I'm in New York, unfortunately. I'm trying to get out of here. My hair was looking decent earlier, and now it looks like a piece of shit. Anyway, so I was gonna go live, right? Before my kids got here. Child. The closest people to you sometimes be the most detriment to you. I'm gonna say that again. The closest people to you sometimes be of the biggest detriment to you. Real talk. Sometimes you gotta separate from your family. Because everybody don't come from a family, unfortunately, that supports them, that cares about them. Thank you, lovely Bitsy. But I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all this right now. In Mike James boxing, shit like this be happening to me for a reason. Like, when I'm up, meaning I got a lot of shit going on that could make me break down, right? And everything I do is for me to push through that feeling. I already had topics set up, everything. But with the situation that occurred earlier just threw me way off. And it's like, I really have to separate. Like, I really have to separate out. Like, I'm ready to, that right there. Like, that right there. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Hold on, you guys. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I got my robe on and sneezing. I'm about to quit this job. Somebody asked me, "Are you okay? Did you get fired?" No, this time I didn't get fired. Yes. This time I didn't get fired. I really want to quit because I feel like I'm still not getting nowhere. Like, doesn't that sound crazy? Oh, you have a job. That means you have, you're getting a check. It's not just about that. Let me explain to y'all why it's not about that for me right now. Because I'm still in a situation that I'm not comfortable. I'm at my mother's house. I'm up. Y'all know why I'm up? Because you can hear everything in here. And it's not my brother's fault and his girlfriend that they want to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning talking. It's not their fault, but I can hear them, so I'm up. And I shouldn't have to live like this because I'm already in an awkward position to sleep in. So everything else just makes it 10 times worse. But I got to get up, right, early in the morning and go work at some job for 12 hours. And then on top of that, I can't even see my kids when I want to see them. So what am I doing? What am I really doing? Shit ain't right. It's just shit. No matter how you slice it for me here, shit is just not right. And I'm tired. And I'm really like physically tired. Like, and you know whose fault it is? Mine. Right. Tina Ruffin. And that's what it's about. And I don't have that. Masterpiece. That's what I'm trying to get to. Cause I'm not there. I'm not there. I had a bad argument with my mother earlier, right before I was about to go live. I'm talking about I'm in front of the computer, everything. I'm arguing with my mother about my kids. My kids wasn't even here for like 4 or 5 days. And I'm arguing with this lady about my kids being here while she's working from home. I'm going through a situation, granted, this is her place. But if you know your daughter's going through something with her kids, hmm, hmm, like it's time for me to separate. Jay, we not really learning about nothing because my situation is fucked up to the point where it's taking me out of my element. It's taking me out of my element. Like I don't even wanna. Like I want to change, switch it up altogether. Like what I've been doing, I gotta not do. I gotta do something totally different. Like leave town, fuck that job. I have to leave my kids for a minute because of the situation I'm in. And you know why I'm in this situation? Because of the person I chose to have children with. That's why. That's why I'm in this situation. Because I didn't choose somebody that loved me. Because if I did, I would never be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that bothers me. But yet, the men child get to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Must be nice. Must be nice. It's all good though, because when I leave, that's when she gonna see what time it really is. I take out the garbage. I'm washing the dishes. I'm bringing food in here. At the end of the day, and when you do good things, it never gets seen. Real talk, it never gets seen. 1 second, y'all. And and that's why I despise New York so much. Because a lot of people is not really adulting. It makes it hard for you to be an adult because the price of living is so high that you get stuck in these situations. First of all, I don't want to be at home. I left. I had my kids outside of my mother's home and I lost my place because of the man I decided to have kids with. goes to jail and leaves me while I'm taking care of kids in a fucked up predicament. And now that's my fault because I couldn't handle being a single mother and juggling everything else that came with that. So that's my fault. Thank you, Ambu Black Ops. Was not true. Said it can be done. I left my keys in New York. My mother kept them. I moved to the South when I got on my feet. I came and got my kids. That's what I'm gonna have to do. And that's what hurts because I would never want to leave my kids. But I'm not gonna be in this situation no longer. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm about to get an Airbnb for the weekend. I'm still doing my BBO. But I just wanted to share this with y'all that I'm a real person. Like, I really was in a good mood. And just that quick, I get taken out of my element because people have no sympathy or compassion for your situation. They rather tell me I'm about self because I want to see my children. I'm for self. I would be all right. I'm just telling y'all, shit about to get real different. Love is fickle. It goes just as easy as it comes. I'm sure he loves you when y'all were having them kids. And then I'm in the same exact situation with my kid's mother. No, I wish I had kids with somebody that love wasn't fickle. That even if we couldn't be together, you would never put me in this situation. That type of man. Work is another distraction from the real meaning of life, which I think holds us back from really understanding ourselves. This is how I feel about it. Like, everybody's so tooth and nail about their job. Yes, we need money. But the lengths people go through and the shit that they sacrifice for a job. Niggas will go to their job on their deathbed. You damn near on your deathbed, but you gotta make money. People so gung-ho to make money that they leave their kids behind. They don't spend time with their kids because they working 1, 2 jobs. So you leaving your kids with strangers. I never been that mother, and that's why I can't even understand why I'm in this situation. I will sacrifice a job for my kids. That's another reason for this YouTube channel. Trying to see if I can get to a point where I could work from home. Not that it would pay all my bills, but a form of income. Thank you, Bungani. It's true. Like, especially out here, people they have no feelings. Like Zombieland. Talking about The Walking Dead. Thank you. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like, why me? Like, really? No love, no affection, no truth or honesty. Follow your mind's eye with the Most High's help. Your mother's intuition will be upgraded for your forward movement. I don't know, y'all, but trust me, I'm gonna be all right. I'm just aggravated that it seems like when I finally accomplish something that has nothing to do with nobody else, the way people is acting is real funny style. Like, I'm not where I want to be, but I accomplished something, and I feel people is not happy for me. That's how I really feel. Yep. Like I'm coming with everything that I've been through. I should be crying every day. I should want to give up on this channel. I should want to give up on life. Hold on, let me plug this laptop in. I thought it was plugged in. It's not. The laptop is gonna die. Yeah, so I should want to give up on life, but I'm too strong for that. That's why I end up cursing people to fuck out. What's up, Yang Yang TV? Like, and then I start thinking the devil works through people, cause I got dressed. I was looking cute earlier. I had a nice shirt, and everything just went haywire. For what? Exactly. That's how. Thank you, Purple Heart. Like, I'm not coming on here to speak vitriol to people or be malicious. Why is there a force trying to stop me? That's how I feel. Like everything I want to do is hard for me to do because I need my own space to do this. And somebody's trying to stop me. For what? That's how I'm feeling right now. Like the flights is not that expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like I just gotta have enough money to have somewhere to stay. Like I always get to this point, y'all. Every now and then, I get these thoughts in my mind, like I'm about to bounce. I'm about to bounce. I'm about to bounce, and my kids stop me every time. Now I don't have my kids, so now what's stopping me? I couldn't even see my kids yesterday. I couldn't see them for the whole week because I'm working this job until 7 o'clock. Well, not technically till 7, but I'm getting home around 7 o'clock. Saying it's too late for them to come. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm working a job for what? So another obstacle. Okay, yes, a little bit of money, and I still can't get a place in New York City. What is the point? Yep. Yep. That too. And as an adult woman who's a mother, you really shouldn't be living with your mother. That's just the truth. Because that two women with two different ideologies and two different ways to do things, and no matter how much I show that I care or do for people, it still doesn't get seen. I could get this lady, first of all, she does get money for me being here, but I could literally get this lady money and she still is not happy with me. I'm the problem, but she has 2 kids here, but I'm the problem. My kids don't live here, but I'm the problem. I'm the problem. So it's time for me to go. Thank you so much for the donation, Bobby Barnes. I do have an EIN. I actually do. That's easy to get. That's free. I've been had an EIN. That's how, like, I never want to think like that, but that's how I'm feeling lately. Like, it's as if people want me to be down. That's how I feel. Like Do you want me to be down? Do you want me to revel in everything that's been thrown my way? Or do you want me to push through those feelings and be better? What do you want here? What's really going on? I can't stay here. I just can't. I have no home here. I can't. I want y'all to just listen to the background. Can y'all hear the background noise? Just listen. This is what I gotta deal with. I can't sleep. First of all, what I'm sleeping on is uncomfortable. And then I get woken up every morning with laughter, tea, somebody walking through. But I get up and I go to work and I come back here. This is not my home, but I'm coming back to my mother's home. And I get on live and I laugh it up and talk to y'all because that's the piece that makes me feel at ease. If I don't come on here, I don't feel at ease. Because I'm an outsider. I'm inside, but I'm outside. This is not my circle. I'm really outside this loop. Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. And I don't want to be here when that happens. I do not want to be in New York when that happens. Yep. I'm like, why am I from here? I never thought about this as a child, but growing up, why am I from New York? This is a piece of shit. This is a piece of shit. And it's time for me to go. Thank you, Purple Heart. That's how I feel like. It's just making me push through. Bobby Barnes, oh my God. Thank you so much. I can show you what I do and you can move state to state with it. What's your email, man? I'm gonna drop my email. But what you got going on? Cause I'm not dealing with no nothing crazy like no sex trafficking or nothing like that. If it's something calm, I'm with it because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Real talk. Thank you. I tried, but now it's fucked up because they had me out of my element. Oh, I've been not comfortable for over a year now. I just been dealing with it, but I haven't been comfortable. Oh, really? Well, that's all you need. You have locks, so you don't gotta really. Oh, you want to braid your locks? That's what you're saying, Bangani. And where you at, Tina Ruffin? Because I'm willing to go anywhere. I'm ready to go. Like, for real. I'm ready to quit this job and just go. I'm getting one more check. I need to push through, like, make this work somehow because I'm ready to go. What's up, Jaleesa's Woke? That's another thing. I've been trying to work on different things, and it's like the devil keep coming in to stop me with these triggers. Like somebody put something on me, or they working some type of something. Like somebody don't want me to be happy. That's how I feel. Like even when I try to be happy through the bullshit, it's always something. That's my email for anybody that cares. Say you have a platform, maybe we could get at least 100 people to put their tax refund in their savings next year to buy some land and get it popping. That's what I'm trying to do. Somebody close to me said they have land, but I'm still waiting for them to tell me what's up because I might have to go there too. Listen, I gotta go. This is not my home. It just don't feel like home. It's not. Like some people, okay, I'm with it. Good morning, Y2 Canyon. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. When my mother got a house in this town called Cambria Heights, this was in 2005. We moved there from Jamaica, Queens. We was in South Jamaica at the time. Anyway, long story short, I didn't really know nobody in Cambria, and I smoked weed. So I'm looking for weed. I go to the local bodega. I just picked somebody out the crowd that looked like he knew what was up. So I was like, yo, let me ask you something. You know where the butt at? Whatever, whatever. He like, yo, come in the store real quick. You know her? I said, no, I don't know her. He's like, I'm sorry, miss. I can't help you. I was like, oh. So I was like, yo, just follow me to my house. Like, I was desperate. That's sad, right? Anyway, long story short, the guy who followed me, his name was Bob. Bob was a neighborhood staple, needless to say. And we became mad cool after that. So anyway, long story short, Bob's family was from Cambria, but they moved down south. They moved to Georgia. He refused to move. He held on to New York City to the death of it, to the death of him. He didn't have nowhere to go in New York. He was staying in the bodegas. Him and a couple of other dudes from the neighborhood, they used to stay in the basement of the bodegas. They used to stay in the barbershop if they could. It was a lot going on in Cambria at this time with black men. And he died of health complications because he refused to go down south. He held on to New York even though that shit was cold. It was grimy. The basements he was staying in was cold, no heat. And if y'all know about a basement with no heat in New York City in the winter, that shit will kill you. That shit is a cold to your bones. My point is this. I'm not holding on to New York that tight. So many people have done that and it killed them. This shit is not no New York dream. This shit is a nightmare. And I'm not holding on to this shit. I'm ready to go. But where are you? You never said where you were. People really think they doing it out here and they really not doing it. Lace Nicks, I don't know what's going on, but niggas is up. Like, obviously. And I wasn't even trying to come on here with the mood that I was in. I really wasn't. New York makes some adults feel like you're an overgrown kid. And the only thing you may have to show that you're a true adult is having kids. If you didn't have kids, people would still think you're a kid in New York. Facts. Is not paying enough for this amount of money. I mean, for the price of living. As a single person, it would be cool if I had a husband that made what I made, but that's not the case. Oh, North Carolina, right? Narcissism eats off emotional energy in this world, mass produces narcissists. So do not feed the animals in the future. These people actually want you to be down. So it is true. Yep. It is a lot of narcissism out here. Like, I'm the one person that's not for self, but yet the people around me are saying I'm selfish. It's like, you cannot be for real. It's like I constantly come on here because strangers could see me better than people that's closest to me. Do y'all see me as selfish? With anything that I have shown y'all, do you see me as a selfish person? I don't understand it. I've given people my last, but I'm selfish because I want to see my kids because she's working and she want to keep throwing in my face. My kids can't be here while she's working. But why you gotta keep throwing that in my face when it's already obstacles in my way for me to see my kids? That's what happened to me earlier. Why are you throwing in my face that you're working? I know that already. I already acknowledged that to my children's father, that my kids can't be here even though I'm off. I don't have a place for them to be. I asked this man, pay for my hotel, pay for my Airbnb so I can stay with my kids because they want to see me too. And don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck that my kids want to see me and I want to see them and I don't have no place for them to go. But people want to throw in my face their job and what the fuck they got going on. So I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here. This is not no family. This is not no family. And I do so much to try to show people I care. I just told you that was 2005, Maddie. So fuck you too. I gave you a story of what happened. That's my truth. A lot of people don't live in a fucking truth, so I don't give a fuck. Thank you, Tina Ruffin. Like, people have so many vices, but yet when I'm admitting my vice, that's a problem. The fuck? 2005, that was 15 years ago. Yes, The Walking Fucking Dead. You did? Yeah, Rosedale. I lived there too for a second. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here now. Real talk. It's hard to be positive when you're around negativity. Seriously. And that's why I be thinking Mad Ant 22 knows me. Because you're very condescending. Anyway, that's like somebody that they know you and they getting upset by the things you saying. Like, what are you upset for? This is my truth. What are you mad for? It's not. You good. That's why I said this is not built, this is not made for us. Like our class of people, they think they're winning here because a lot of people's parents do have homes in Queens and they never leave. They just build off of that and think they're winning. That's an illusion. I would have thought the same thing had my mother still had that house. I pushed myself out that house. I pushed myself out. You understand? Because I could have easily, I got a settlement check for breaking my ankle in 2013. I got the settlement in 2015. I left, I got an apartment, and I paid the whole year's rent because I was thirsty to leave. And my credit wasn't good enough, and I didn't make enough money, even though I had a job when I got that settlement, to even get a place here as a single mother. So that's what I did to push myself out my mother's house. I could have said, let me stay in my mother's house and buy just a bunch of bullshit, go on trips. That's not what I did. But I should have bought a house out of New York with that money. That's where I fucked up. Instead of paying somebody else's rent just to be here. I fucked that up. I definitely fucked that bag up. Well, it's your energy that you give off and the things that you say. Sis, you'll be fine leaving there without your kids. The energy that's coming on the 21st will be very powerful. And all you need to do is manifest what it is you want and need. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay, YJ, thank you so much. And for those of you who say nothing but nice things to me while you see me going through this, I appreciate you. Okay, because people like to add negativity onto what you're already feeling. Mad and 22. I told a story and you want to throw in my face about me being desperate. Okay, okay. Being desperate is selling your pussy for a drug. Being desperate is, oh, I'm willing to do whatever. No, nigga, I'm paying for this shit. I wanted to build my rapport. That was the point with this person. Like, you don't trust me, but I live around here. You better get to know me. But you want to take it the wrong way. That's how I know you're somebody that knows me. But it's all right. Continue on your path. Yeah, I put my email in the chat, but I'll put it in there again. Thank you, Vanessa Poindexter. I appreciate y'all. Because only positivity is what could get somebody out of a dark place. When people add little negative shit on top of it, you got to pay attention to those people. That's why I say your spirit gives off, you know me. Because only the people closest to me have that type of vibe. The living of the inner city is a spiritual call. Your soul's talking to your mind, and I doubt there's a good future for the inner city for good black people anyway. Your mind is getting right. Exactly. That's exactly what it is, the inner city. Dressed up as if it's something else. No, I'm not a Libra, I'm a Taurus. But Libras and Taurus is from the same planet, Venus. That's the planet of love. That's why we get so much probably vitriol, because we are here to show people how to love. I'm really a loving person. I'm abrasive because that's my way to guard my heart, because people use and abuse that. I literally made my mother breakfast this morning and she came out with an attitude from that because I was blacking about there's no forks around. That's another story. It'd be a lot of fuck shit that go on in here, but I'm not supposed to say nothing because I'm 37 years old and I'm living in my mother's apartment. But nobody gets to the root of what the fucking problem is and why the fuck am I here. Nobody wants to talk about that though. When I told people I was leaving New York, they was like, "Oh no, you'll be back yet to Brooklyn," but I never came back. I lived in Queens and I moved to the South. That's what I'm saying. People act like you can't never leave New York. Yeah, they're everywhere. Everywhere. Thank you, La Regina Patricia. Like, I don't think people realize who the fuck I am, but they're gonna realize when I'm not around. Because I'm telling you, when I really get my shit together, I don't want to see none of these motherfuckers, and I mean that shit. That's how I feel. I don't. I'm not even gonna go there, but just know there's quite a few people in my family I don't fuck with like that. It don't mean I don't love them. I just don't fuck with them. You see how other cultures and people give it up. They not quick to just dismiss their family members. They build on top of what they have until these people are good and then go on. But that's not how Black Americans do you. They either coddle you and enable you or they kick your ass out too soon. Right, Maddie and 22. Again, you never show me yourself. That's another reason why I pick up on the fact that you may be somebody that I know. Who are you? I'm about to drop my email. Send me a pic. Real talk. That's gonna settle this for once and for all because I'm not playing with people. Mm-hmm. Send me a pic. Mm-hmm. Because you've been one of my day ones, right? And a lot of my day ones I have had this conversation with. I don't want to get too close or build a bond with somebody and I don't really know if you're a real person. Some people are easily vetted because they have pictures up on their social media, they have pictures up on their YouTube, whatever. Yeah, a couple of y'all don't have that, but yet y'all are always around. So I'm trying to figure out if you really know me in real life. People act like they never go through stuff. Everybody go through something. You black in America. Do you want to go through something? That's what I'm saying. And that's the attitude of people in New York that's close to me. They be acting like they shit don't stink. People act like like they can't understand what I'm going through. Like I'm just an anomaly. Like, oh my God. Like I would never. All I ask the Most High to do is put me in a position to help somebody in this position. Because everybody's not that strong. Everybody's not as strong as me. You know, every tear I cry, I get stronger and stronger. So don't. If I drop a couple tears, don't. Shit about to get real. I would never want to see somebody going through what I went through. So all I ask is the Most High to put me in a better financial position so I could help somebody else not be in this fucked up predicament. That's all I ask. I see I got some emails. Let me see what's up. And shouts out to Bobby Barnes once again. Thank you so much for the donations. This is my email. I think that's it, guys. That's it. Yeah. You said, have you ever walked in public and people you know just have a random attitude with you? I asked because I've been through that. Oh, yes. That's the story of my life. Like I said, I ruffle feathers. I'm always the black sheep. I'm never the what you call the favorite. I'm never that. I'm never the girl I'm not somebody you're gonna be besties with. I'm the outcast because people just can't take my energy. And it's not because I'm mean. It's not because I'm nasty. Off the rip, I'm very nice. I'm very nice. What's up, Adrian Davis? This is it. This is the email. Tina Ruffin is right there. So yeah, it don't matter what I do. It's just this New York nasty energy. That's how I feel. I've tried to help so many people, and so many people try to shit on me because they just think I'm just easily to shit on. And then they wonder why my attitude is abrasive. The fuck? You don't know what the fuck you trying to do to me? The bullshit propositions you coming at me with? But I'm supposed to be docile and say, okay, whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'm supposed to be that way with people. But then when I say fuck you, get the fuck out of my face, they act like they don't understand it. Thank you, Tina Ruffin. I don't have my period actually right now. See what I'm saying? This is somebody that acts like they know me. So drop me a pic, Mad Ant 22. Where's the picture? Otherwise, get the fuck off my live. Real talk. I'm not playing no more. I don't care. You talk very crazy, in my opinion. I don't have to deal with that from nobody. The fuck? Listen, when you have a channel on YouTube, that's like your house. I ain't got my own home. This is the only home I have. Please get the fuck off my step. Get the fuck off my porch with that bullshit. Because you're not coming with no positive energy. Seriously. I'm Martin. Get the stepping. You can't reveal who you are. I don't ask that of everybody. You know why? Because everybody don't come at me the way you come at me. Nobody's exempt. When I see a pattern of somebody in the comments constantly being condescending, it makes me give a side eye and think that this person knows me in real life. Do y'all think that's not possible? I'm sharing my videos on Facebook. It's plenty of people on there that know me in real life. Plenty of people on Instagram that know me in real life. You don't think somebody could make up a fake account with a fake name and portray to be somebody different just to fuck with me? Let's be honest here. So if I ask you to send me a pic, I'm warranted in saying that. Horror sure. Like I said, I did not ask all of y'all to do that because keep it calm, keep it cute. You come on here, you say nice things, cool. You could be a whole troll. When you start with the bullshit, I'm going to give you bullshit. I'm on my period. What is that to say to somebody that you never met? And I'm a woman and you're allegedly a man and you saying I'm on my period. What the fuck is that? That's mad disrespectful. Because I'm actually not on my period, bitch. Majority of y'all do, but some of these people don't. And it makes me know, listen, quite a few people have already revealed to me they have numerous pages on here. I respect them for their honesty. There's people who have numerous pages and names on here, and it's the same person, and they all be in the chat at the same time. But I'm bugging when I say you know me in real life and you fucking playing with me. Come on. That all I'm saying is don't be disrespectful. I didn't come on here disrespecting nobody. I'm coming on here vulnerable and telling my story, and I'm getting told I'm on my period. And I told a story about how I ran down on somebody that I know sold weed, but he didn't trust me. So I told him, follow me. My house is on the next block. Oh, yeah, that is desperate. Okay, I already said that was being desperate. And I also, hold on, that was 15 years ago. I was what, 22? The fuck? It wasn't even being desperate. That was me being like young, dumb, and just stupid. Like, I didn't say that was yesterday, nigga. I'm way better than that. Like, but yet I don't get no credit for being honest and telling stories. That's why so many fake motherfuckers on here. Because when you start being real, people start to nitpick you. Oh, you know what? Why don't y'all watch bloggers that do nothing but talk about other people? Why don't y'all do that? Because, see, I don't just come on here talking about other people. I talk about myself. I would never shame somebody and not talk about myself because I'm a real fucking person. I don't even care, celebrity or not. How dare I? I'm going through my real life and I'm coming on here dogging celebrities out. That's a person with a mental problem, if you ask me. Because you're not living in your truth. Who the fuck are you to sit here and always have something negative to say, but you don't have nothing to say about your own life? It's plenty of YouTubers like that, and I don't respect them. I don't give a fuck. I love the people that have shared a piece of themselves with the audience. That's the people I respect. I want to smoke too. I got a candy cane though. Yep. Too logical. Sometimes too honest. You see how me speaking a true story gets negative results. I told y'all from who? The people closest to me. It's never strangers. It's always the people closest to me. Like, hop off of my shit. Because you can't even be honest and say, yo, I watch your videos. Shouts out to the people who have been honest. Like, yo, I'm such and such on YouTube. But for you motherfuckers that's lurking, get a life. You sit here and watch me tell my story and say I'm crazy, but you're not crazy for making up a fake alias. Make that make sense. The fuck? Exactly. Okay, Tina, but that wasn't for you, sis. This is for the people that want to come at me crazy. And I bet you he still ain't send me a pic. And you know why, right? Exactly. Like I've built plenty of bonds on this channel with some of y'all. A lot of people inbox me every day. A lot of people call me, video chat me, all type of stuff. I don't mind, but I need to know that you're a real person. I need to know who you are. I need to make a connection before I build a bond with you. And you could be a whole troll, a whole agent. I don't know. Yeah, I need to be secure. I know that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like people think they can say whatever and I'm just supposed to take it. Who again, I control this channel. If this is the one thing in my life I can control. How you gonna come on here saying negative shit to me and I'm just supposed to take it because I'm putting myself out there? No, that's not how that works. I'm a person. I can defend myself. Like, have respect for people putting themselves out there. Y'all need to disrespect the people that all they do is talk about other people and you don't know nothing about them. You know nothing about them. Okay, let me see. I'm just tired. This is a backwards world. Okay, I think I did get it. No, that's not true. I got something from somebody else. I didn't get anything from you though. Tina Ruffin, unless you're DMV, I'ma smoke for you, baby Houston in the house. Please smoke for me. You said you heard Jay. Why are you acting like you don't know what time it is? What does that mean? Nabinaga, Spliffington, what time it is? What time is it? Death of the Cloud Chaser. I'm ready as long as we building Black Wall Street, something where we could get land and a way for me to get the fuck out of here. Exactly. Like Mad Ant 22, I'm pretty sure it's somebody I know. And it could be a female. Cause he be saying some bitch shit. So I wouldn't be surprised. And again, I've had quite a few guys in their feelings. Hold on, let me say this. I've had quite a few guys on here in their feelings because they came at me crazy and I responded with either taking a wrench or I said something back to them. Listen, when I'm in a mood, I need you to understand something. Please tread carefully and be nice because I'm a bull and all you're doing is inciting me more. I only work with love. Love is the only thing that can calm me down. More vitriol cannot calm me down, and that's what people fail to realize. Yeah, call me a narcissist for that. Oh, you're only thinking about your own feelings. Well, I'm an individual, and if I'm telling you, if you coming at me with something and I'm already in a tirade, that's not gonna calm me down. People don't know that calming words will calm me down. Just a genuine hug, a genuine vibe will calm me down. But I don't get that. I get greeted with more vitriol. So fuck y'all. It's never gonna work. That's never gonna work with me. You have to be mad, grimy, and join the other team and or masquerade your wickedness to be accepted in this world. I found out. That's why I'm solo dolo. Yeah, you do. You have to be grimy. 48 laws of power. You got to use the power manipulation tactics. Don't let those internet words get to you. Stay strong mentally and physically. Thank you. Ain't no question. Yep. And the reason why I know it be people that know me is because I've shared my channel with several people around me, male, female, exes, whatever. You don't think they trolling? You think they gonna come on as themselves? The fuck out of here. Trust God as we are the Lord's children, the real righteous outcasts in society, and that attacks at our soul and not just feelings. And we are bossing up now is the only difference. Yep. I'm ready to go though. I want to start something totally new. Texas was in my plans, but I might have to do something different for right now. I just gotta get the fuck out of New York. He said, I didn't grow up with a father either, but I go out to surround myself around male figures. That's what's up. Yes, thank you, Don LaVega. All new viewers, make sure you hit the subscribe button because nobody, and I mean nobody, is gonna keep me from my channel. As many times as I've been knocked down, I'm pushing through. You're not gonna stop me, devil. Nice try though. It was a good try because you knocked me down earlier. I got knocked down earlier. I deleted the live that I set up because my energy was obliterated, completely obliterated earlier. So now I'm saying this because I know the devil works through people. You will not win. You will not win. You will not win. I don't give a fuck how many times I get knocked down. You will not win. Keep trying, because you're going to fall flat on your fucking face. People like clowns. That's what they feed off of. Yep. Yeah, Houston it wasn't my plans. That's where I wanted to go. But, I just need to go somewhere. Yeah, people be trolling early in the morning. They don't chime in when it's some positive shit. They come chiming in when it's some negative shit. You gotta pay attention to people like that too. Mad Ant 22. He never says nothing when it's some positive shit. It's always some fuck shit. Just pay attention. Yep. Yep. We are all monitored in some type of form. Yep. That's why I said to be the closest people to on this journey. Let me tell y'all something, because I've told quite a few of y'all, some people, some of my friends in real life, start a YouTube channel. Why? Because if you on social media, right? You on Facebook, you on Instagram, y'all doing all of that shit for free. At least YouTube, you have the opportunity to make money if you really want to push yourself to that limit. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but it's something to work towards, right? If you have a passion, put it on YouTube. It's like a time capsule, and then you can't never feel like, well, it's already a bunch of people doing it, and it's already a bunch of people doing a whole lot of other shit too that has nothing to do with you. You may do it way better, right? Again, people will label me as a narcissist, but I done told everybody to make a YouTube channel. If I was a hater, I would never say that. I would be like, oh, it's hard. Don't do it. The type of person that you ask them, ooh, that's cute. Where you got that from? And they like, oh, nah, I don't remember. Somebody that don't want you to have nothing. They don't want you to know the inside track to what they have. I'm not like that. I will tell you, because it doesn't mean that you're going to do it better than me either. So what the fuck do I feel threatened for? We all have our own lanes. What I do, you're not going to do. You're going to do something different. We all have our own lanes. And we all have our own talents to distribute. You said, all that can get out the inner city, do it with love, Uncle Dom. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys, son, for tuning in. Yeah, so my point that I was trying to make was in starting your YouTube channel, rule number 1, the closest people to you is going to be the ones to ignore you the most. I'm going to say that again. You think that, I got all these followers on Facebook. I got followers on Instagram. A lot of these people are my relatives, my, old high school buddies, whatever. They be the main ones to ignore you. And that's not with just promoting a YouTube channel. That's with promoting any business. They be the first ones to ignore you. It's the strangers you got to look for. You got to market to the strangers to make it. You can't go to the people closest to you. I see you, Tina Ruffin, your IG. Nurse passes out from vaccine. Don't take that vaccine, family. Stop lying. Not the nurse from Queens. Don't tell me it's the nurse from Queens because I'm going to fucking die laughing. Please. I don't believe that YouTube gives me energy. It's how you use it. My real life sucks my energy. How about that? Life sucks energy. New York is sucking my energy. My family and friends are sucking my energy. Not YouTube. Y'all give me life. Most of y'all. It's a couple of haters and trolls sprinkled in. But for the most part, I got quality people on here. Treasures of truth. I want to. You know that's where I want to go. Listen, I got mail there. I still got stuff in Houston. Okay. Nurse that takes vaccine. Oh, it did come up. Oh, the Tennessee nurse. A head nurse at a hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee, caused a brief scare on Thursday when she fainted shortly after receiving the Pfizer-BioNTech's COVID-19 vaccine. Tiffany Dover, with a name like Tiffany, we already know she's black. Nah, I'm good now that I got that out of my system. Like, the fuck? You're not gonna win. You said, well, you feel like you have nothing to hide. Trust, there's plenty that do, but they not gonna deal with that shit. They just gonna keep their mouth on you. Yeah. When you hear other people's story, when they actually do get to talking, you now you see why they so quiet because they shit go so fucking deep. So I'm just a different breed. I'm not gonna hold my shit in. I don't care. I don't. People make up shit in their minds about you regardless. Regardless. Thank you, Eric Robertson. People gonna make their little assumptions about you regardless. You do music? That's what's up. What you need my help with? I told y'all I'm retired. I'm retired, but I ain't gonna lie, I wanna drop one last 16 bars for just as on my bucket list. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I played basketball in high school. I hated my mother and my siblings because they started drama. This matriarchy house made me mad. I would go outside and play basketball because that's my meditation. I'm telling you, the closest people to you sometimes be the worst ones. You gotta separate from them. Everybody's not meant to be codependent on their families. Thank you, Tanya Carter. Is it Tanya or Tonya Carter? Yep. Florida. Now I know Florida is nice. It's just about what am I gonna do in Florida? Oh, she is white. Well, why they making nurses do it? It's a rule in business class. Your close ones are a waste of energy and time and breath to bring along your journey. Yep. I'm glad the internet is invented because you can express how you feel because people in real life don't want to hear your pain, especially when you're a black boy in a matriarchal home. Thank you. See, I'm not going to get this type of feedback. Excuse me, in therapy. You think I'm going to go to a therapist and I see all these beautiful comments? All of this energy y'all giving me, donations that I didn't ask for. You think all of that makes me feel whole again, regardless of what anybody says? Listen, there's so many YouTubers that have told their story. There's a lot of them that haven't, and that's why they look like pieces of shit to the outside world, but that's another story. There's people that have told their story. I know personal things about a lot of YouTubers. And honestly, that makes you respect them more because you know they got shit behind the scenes and they still pushing through to give content. That's what I'm trying to say. said, let's go. You probably did. Yeah, so this tastes so bad right now. I don't feel like getting up again. Yeah, he said enjoy the beaches in Florida. I know Florida is nice in December, but I really want to move out west, go further west because I need a different vibe, a different time zone, something different. Thank you, A Hawk. I appreciate you. Thank you, Y2 Canyon. Yeah, I see. I don't know what's making me sneeze right now. I did my second COVID test. It was negative too. So not to say it's right, but because I honestly I start getting nervous because I'm talking to a lot of people that have had it. It's a little like I'm never scared of people, but it does make you like you don't need to validate yourself to anyone. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. And this is what I'm trying to say. So when people say, oh, you don't need to be on the internet telling your business, well, can I talk to you about my business? No, I can't. So shut the fuck up. Like seriously. Seriously. The closest people to me is the ones that shut me down the most. They cut you off because they don't want to hear what you got to say. It's a trigger for them, or they don't want to, be honest about how they made you feel. It's just, I'd rather talk to y'all. Seriously. God is you're a sincere person with a good heart and love for your people. That's why I fuck with you. Thank you, Mr. Ernest. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody that could see me for who I am and not just the abrasiveness, but the fact that I can be vulnerable. It's like these motherfuckers around me don't want me to be vulnerable. So I'm vulnerable and it's like they put on their Timbs and stomp me some more. Like, what the fuck? Well, let me put the abrasive mask back on. Now I'm ready to fight. And then they don't get it. Like, the foolishness, I'm done with. I'm done with. I'm done with because I have no wins. It's either I'm too abrasive or I'm too docile and then people gonna fucking do the crip walk on me. Like, thank you, Raheem. Like, what do y'all want? Like, my life path number is the number 9. And the number 9 is the last number. If y'all know anything about numerology. And when I read it, I was like, wow, this is really me. Every life path number has a life's lesson that is a reoccurring theme in their life. And sometimes this lesson keeps coming up. And if you're not going with what your purpose is, you're going against what your life's purpose is. It was deep, this website I read. And basically it said, I'm a humanitarian. Life path number 9 is the humanitarian. And our purpose is to give. And when we're not giving, we're out of alignment with who we are. And my lesson in life is to learn how to give freely, even when sometimes I don't have, because that's who I am. I can't worry about what's given to me because I'm supposed to be the one to give. And the lesson keeps coming up because I always feel guilty about things I've given to the wrong people. I want to learn how to give to the right people. That's my lesson. And I hope some of y'all are the right people because when I get, y'all gonna get too. Because that's my mission. That's what I need y'all to understand. Some people don't understand me. Like, why do you want to give so much? Because that's just what I'm meant to do. I just don't have a lot to give right now. But when I get, trust me, I'm gonna give back. Just know that. Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all. So, only those with eyes will see, only those with ears will hear, and the Most High only shines his light in the darkest of places, right? I just wish I would learn a lesson to give to the right people because I feel guilty for giving to the wrong people. That it wasn't really for me. Thank you, Triple OG, Frankie B. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. Sometimes I will beach and look at the waves. That's another one of my medication. Yep, the beach. You can't be sad at the beach. I'm not gonna lie. The beach is like a different level of calm. Oshun definitely lives at the beach. He said, I want to make your theme song. I sing, oh, you gotta send it to me. Yes, that would be dope. You drinking 1738, I'm done. Thank you, YJ. That's why I don't have room for people that are shady and condescending and don't understand me because I'm really not a bad person. You a number 9 too? That's the humanitarian, you know what I'm saying? And that's, we end up getting taken advantage of a lot. Godson. A lot. But we're supposed to give, that's the thing. But to the right people. And that's a part of my journey or my lesson for what I went through with my children's father. He was the wrong person. I'm sorry. I don't regret my children, but I regret the person I chose to have children with. I gave a lot to a person that left me when I needed him. So that is my struggle right now. Not, oh, I want to be with him because it's him. It's the fact that I gave so much to him and he didn't deserve a fucking iota of it. And now look at me. I'm depleted and he got everything. That's the devil. That's snake energy. Thank you, Clara West. Even with the Chinese zodiac, y'all know it's a animal figure for the Chinese zodiac. Well, this nigga is a snake, and they said, I think I'm a rabbit. I think that I'm supposed to stay away from the snake. And that's exactly what the fuck I got. No, it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. I know plenty of guys who's not with their children's mother who would never let their children's mother go through this. No, I can't. There's nowhere for me to be fucking calm at. Is what I'm trying to make you understand. There's no calm for me. Thank y'all. Thank you, guys, son, and thank you, Raheem. Triple OG. Stop. They said the white nurse from Tennessee. He said, you'll be bigger than ever. Don't cry, beautiful. I said, don't pay attention to the tears. I'm sorry. I be trying, but it doesn't mean I'm weak. I'm better. I'm better after I cry, trust me. Raheem. And even for men, I don't never see a man, I would never look at a man that cried as a punk because I know what tears do for me. It doesn't mean you're a baby. Sometimes you gotta let that shit out. It's like, if I don't let it out, it's gonna be anger, right? And I'm not trying to be angry. The devil is not worth me being angry because then I'm gonna lose if I'm angry. I lose. I'm gonna lose out on the opportunities that I already set into place for myself. I'm supposed to do this VBO tomorrow. That's me giving of myself because, again, what did I tell y'all? I'm a humanitarian. I don't do stuff for gain. Well, let's see like this. I know that if I give to you, or let's say I give to Horace, Horace may not be the one to give back to me. It may be Y2 Kenyon, because that's the energy I put out. You may not get the energy back from that direct person that you gave to. So, again, my journey is to give just to the right people. So, who's better than the Black community? Hmm? Who's better than business owners in the Black community to give to? My email is in the chat, but I'll put it back in there. No, they said she's white. I just got the news. The news just came through. Thank you, guys, son. But that person is not in here in New York. I can almost guarantee that. I can almost guarantee that person is not in New York City. This is not my home. I don't think this ever been my home. I just happen to be born here. Our ancestors had to migrate, right? They went from state to state to state, you know, they were born somewhere else. So I don't have to stay here. Sorry, my lips are so dry. Mm-mm. Um, okay, you sent me a number. I'm a god. I'm a god. You said why? What? Thank y'all for listening. It's so good though. You learn lessons. And nothing you can do but learn the lessons and do better next time, right? But you said, what did you give to him? I always wonder what women mean by that. I really don't want to go get into all of that, but just know I gave more than I should have. Just know that. Um, but again, that part is my fault. Because I wanted to believe in a young Black man at the time that I felt had potential. See, that's where we fuck up. The potential instead of the man that is. I went off the potential and not the man that he was for me. Okay, so this is not me bashing him completely. This is me bashing myself into saying I should have chose someone that would never treat me like that. Okay, because I don't deserve that. I deserve to be with my kids and under one roof. I don't deserve to be in my mother's living room and not being able to sleep. I don't deserve to have to go through visitation for my kids because my children's father chose not to be with me and chose to stay at his mother's house with my kids. I shouldn't have to deal with this. Period. But this is the person I chose. So thank you. Because he couldn't deal with having a family, a whole family, and because he felt like I cheated on him, which I did not, and because he wanted to do his own thing and not have to answer to me. Yes. So it's a combination of things. I wouldn't say it's one thing. It's not one thing. A lot happened in between, and I didn't love myself enough at those times to leave him when he was in a dark place. When he got locked up millions of times, I stuck around. I shouldn't say millions of times, that's harsh. He did a couple bids and I stuck around. Now imagine who I would have been if I would have left, if I would have knew my worth and left him where the fuck he was at. But see, you have Black men that say, oh, Black women don't ride out for Black men. What's up, D Money? So here I go. Thank you. I need it. I need it. Okay, that's what's up. Yes, tears keep us sane. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make you. I think, if anything, for men who don't cry, that makes them bitter and cold inside. Because you feel like, I'm a man, I can't cry. Please, boy, bye. Because that's some boyish, childish shit. Two Vision. Thank you. You're a real man. I'm sure you are. There's always real men in other places besides New York. Always, always, always. You say you gave him a lot. If you had a lot to give, why are you now depleted? That's why I'm depleted. Because I gave more than what I should have given. And again, I'm not going to get into all of that because it doesn't even matter at this point. Just know that's what happened. Just know that's what it is. You say you give us a lot and we thank you. Keep doing great things. Thank you, Y2K, and I appreciate you. Like, everybody has moments. I could easily cry behind the scenes and come on here, act like nothing is bothering me, and talk about other people as a deflection. Even Michi X, one of the strongest women I've ever seen on the internet, have had moments where she cried on the internet. Does she do it frequently? No. But she also has shared her personal business. Does that make her weak? No, but there are going to be people who use that against you, and there's going to be people that respect you for it. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Jerron. Again, you're giving me vibes that you know me. Because you're asking too much. Because that means it's like you're digging, right? Instead of listening to what I'm saying. Thank you so much, lovely Bitsy. That no cry stuff is a slave manipulated teaching. Yeah. Act like you're not in pain. Act like everything's okay. If y'all don't get all the way the fuck out of here, that's why they treat black women the way they treat us. Making us test dummies for fucking vaccines because we act like we're okay. No, bitch, I ain't okay all the time. Real talk. I'm not always okay. And I have the right to say that. But no, you're somehow weak if you say, I'm not okay today. You know, mental health is not practiced in the black community. People acknowledging your feelings. They tell you, suck it up. They tell you to suck that shit up. You be all right. Go to sleep, you be all right. That's why I said, I just asked the Most High to help me, put me in a better position so that I can help somebody not give up, because it's so many days that I want to give up and I can't. It's something in me that I cannot. I just can't. So it's going to make me angry and I'm going to end up snapping on somebody and and going to jail. So stop fucking with me, okay? Because what I'm going through is serious. It's not a game, okay? I need people to understand that it's not a game. And my mental stability ain't always there. Trust me, it's there, but I have my moments where I'm like, I wish a nigga would. You know what I'm saying? So I'm better. This conversation made me feel better. In what ways did you push him to be great? Oh my God. That's how I know. I feel like you're probably one of his friends. Who knows? What ways did I push him to be great? When I first started dating him, when I first met him It took me a while to even come around because he was younger than me and I was not trying to date a younger man. He was very persistent from the beginning. Again, I don't try to talk to guys. That's one thing I don't do. So it took me about 7, 8 months for me to date him, of him calling me every now and then, us having conversations. So then I finally gave in. I was going through something. He came to get me from where I was at, and ever since then we was dating. That was like, I would say, April of 2013. A few months go down the line, and he tells me that he got to turn himself in. He's out on bail. Right there, I should have turned my back on him, right? But because I'm a decent human being, I didn't turn my back on him. But now I'm like, well, I can't take him but so seriously because he got to turn himself in for a year. But then he ended up getting in trouble before he had to turn himself in. So they extended it to almost 2 years. During that time period, he he knew my number by heart. This is what I guess connected me to him. That he started calling me from jail. I didn't think I was ever gonna see him again. This is at a time we all had cell phones. This is 2013. Cell phones was popular. He knew my number by heart. I'm like, wow. So he's calling me. He's getting me wrapped up in his situation. His mother called me to get information he left at my crib that I didn't even know he left. From the beginning, it was red flags. I should have known better, but I didn't. I tried to be there for him because he acted like his family was the worst people. They didn't love him. My sisters don't love me. My mother don't love me. Nobody's gonna come and see me. Hold on to my stuff. Call my lawyer. Do this. He wanted me to do all of this. He told me not to give his mother the information that he left in my house. But niggas don't forget. They forgot about this shit when they get home though. You thought I was gonna start bashing men? For what? I made the decision to fuck with somebody even though I saw so many red flags. I knew it was tension with him and his family from day one, but somehow, I became the enemy of his family, but he implanted this in my head from day one about his family. Okay? That's a wicked person. My sisters don't love me. My mother's money hungry. Don't give my mother this information. She only want my money. He done told me every negative thing about his mother. And I never even used that shit against her until she started coming at me with the bullshit. And where is he at right now? Paying his mother's rent. I was going up there. I broke my ankle in October. He got locked up in July. I broke my ankle in October at the store. My ankle twisted in my Uggs and I fell, whatever, broke my ankle. I had a nasty fall. And I ended up having a settlement from that. But during the time he was in jail, and he was not even in jail, he was in prison, I was going up to see him faithfully. I was putting money on his books faithfully. I was giving him packages at least, once a month at least. I went up there. I spoke to this man numerous times a day. Those phone calls are not free. That's what I'm saying. I gave too much. Okay? He had money in the bank when he got locked up that his mother had access to. I did not. I was spending my own money. And when he asked his mother to give me money from his bank account that she was controlling, she would say no. Or she would give me a quarter of what he asked her to give me. Okay? But on his birthday, this is the story out of his mouth. How do I know this story? Because he told me on his birthday, August 8th, his mother came up to Rikers before he even went up north and asked him for $1,500 on his birthday. Then she went on my birthday the following year I had the inmates only get one visit per weekend and it goes by their last name. So sometimes it's Saturday, sometimes it's Sunday. Well, this visit happened to fall on my birthday. My birthday fell on Easter one year. He was locked up. His mother purposely went up there on my birthday. And do you know she fell asleep on the visit? And this is what he told me later that day. Yo, you know, my mother fell asleep on the visit. So she didn't really want to see you. She just didn't want me to come to see you on my birthday. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's what I said. It's not about me wanting to be with him because he already fucked me over. It's about I had kids with this person. And I went through mad shit with this person and his family. And this is all shit that he told me about them. My mother would emotionally manipulate me after even beatings. I didn't notice this till I was 14. I stopped crying when I was 13. I'm 21 and on my own, I stopped crying and put the emotions to the side. Yep, a lot of mothers are manipulators. They manipulate their sons because they're not happy. Yep. Oh, I got one in Houston. Thank you, Triple OG, Frankie. That's how I know that person. Hold on, let's go back up. I'm a God. That's how I know he's somebody that know my baby father. Something about his responses is just rubbing me the wrong way. Anyway, now you're talking about medical apartheid. See what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm not giving in. But at the end of the day, I gave y'all a piece of it, and there's way more to the story. There's way more. That's just a piece of it. I'm not a scumbag. I wonder why you're saying that. Hey, Colleen UK. You have been created in the image of God. That's why you can't give up. You're strong, but we also have times when you need rest. And in those times, you meditate and pray. Depends on y'all when weak. Right. I'm trying to fix this braid, y'all. I think I need more hair added to it. Thank you so much for that, Misha. I need that. Thank you. No, and like I said, this is my life. I'm not gonna ever. This is the story. This is the story. Who the fuck am I being quiet for? Who am I being quiet for? For people that kicked me to the curb after everything I did for these people? Who the fuck am I being quiet for? Seriously. Thank you, Tina Ruffin. So again, that's why, sorry, if a man comes into my life and he wants to go in and out of jail, he's going to be left in jail. Because I did it already. And it did not benefit me to be there for this person at all. It was to my detriment. It drained me. That's why I'm here. I'm sure you are. Yes, life teaches us many lessons. I know. I want to go to Texas. Absolutely. All right. Cool. But you was asking a lot of questions. Yes. Thank you. Very toxic. And I couldn't see it then. No, I saw it. But again, I guess the humanitarian in me, because he had so many complaints, it made me feel like he needed my friendship. It was all phony. He did that so he could make it through his bid. Because where he at right now? And that piece you said was a lot, but it's all good. Soon you'll be with someone as loyal and royal as you. Thank you, Y2 Kenyon. I'm trying to tell you. But the way it's painted right now is I'm the toxic one. That's how it's being painted. That's what makes it so fucking bizarre. Like, this man dogged his family out from day one, and I never even treated them the way I should have treated them with what he was telling me. But these are the people he's with right now, with my kids. He didn't choose me after I chose him. Do you not see that as a problem? That's what I'm saying. I should have. But this nigga was calling me, calling me, calling me, calling me. And thank you, Misha Williams. All I was a vessel for him to get to the next level. He knew his mother was controlling his money. He tried to use me as a medium for that shit, but he didn't ride out for me and stand up for me when he was supposed to. Yes, some people have hidden agendas. I'm a curious person. I'm sure you are. Yep, that's narcissist behavior. Let me use this person for what I could get from them for the moment. And then when I need somebody, I'm the toxic person. I can't stay at his mother's house with my kids because, oh, you disrespected my block. I disrespected your block. I had a meltdown because let me tell y'all why I had a meltdown. Yo, I was about to get evicted from my apartment. And his mother knew that. I told his sister I got my paperwork. I didn't tell his mother. I go to his mother's house. Him and the kids is there. He says to me, yo, well, me and the kids could stay here. Like basically saying you can't, right? His mother comes like a few minutes after he says that, and I'm walking out the house because I was walking away from him saying that because that shit crushed my spirit. And she goes, "Oh, you got your paperwork?" Like laughing, like my paperwork meaning the marshal's notice. And she said it with a smirk and a laugh. And I had a meltdown on the block where I called the ambulance to come get me. I had a meltdown because I was losing everything. And the person I was supposed to be living a life with said he could stay there with my kids. That was last September, y'all. And that's the excuse that they used of why I couldn't stay at his mother's house. No, he had just said that before I had a meltdown. But this is what they telling people. This is what people in the neighborhood think about me. That I'm the toxic one. That's why his mother didn't allow me to live there. No, she wouldn't allow me to live there regardless because she never liked me. How about that? And the reason why I'm saying it on my platform is so anybody that thinks negative about me, y'all need to hear the truth from me. Yep. It's a setup on setups. And a lot of black mothers would rather have their son as their man to get a man of their own. So let them have it. Yep, that is how narcissism and manipulation works. And that's exactly what comes from that side. And I don't give a fuck because I don't like nobody on that side. And they can kiss my ass. Hey, Chris Brown, 45. Because this was before this ACS case just happened when? October of 2020. I lost my place September 2019. And he said from then I couldn't stay there with my kids. Because we're not married. But you chose to stay there. You couldn't get a place for me and your kids. You chose to X me out. Do you understand what I'm telling you? His spirit tried to get saved by you through the kids. The kids will break the curses. That's cold, right? But I'm supposed to be of sound mind and just walk away. I'm supposed to walk away like that shit ain't happening. And then I end up snapping completely. Now I got an ACS case for people that want to take my kids from last year. Lovely Bitsy. But I'm wrong for wanting to tell my story. I'm wrong. Don't cry. Just know it's some wicked people out here. It's some wicked people out here, and you gotta guard your energy. Cause everybody that clings to you is not for you. You think because somebody says, I want to be your friend, I want to be around you, I need you in my corner, that means that they're for you? They're not. They're trying to use you. And that's what this man did. He used me up, he chewed me up, he spit me the fuck out when there was nothing left. That's what leeches and snakes do. No, his mother wants to push him to pay her rent and push me out because she ain't got a man. Trust me, if she had a man of her own, nobody would be living there. Yes, Y2K, and that's what a real man would have did. But he wants to push me to the side and make me out to be this toxic person. And then when my kids is crying for me, how does it feel? My kids was crying for me tonight. And I couldn't see them because this lady talking shit. He was supposed to come at 4 o'clock. He didn't come. He gonna say they fell asleep. He calls at 7 to bring them, but then gonna tell me they got school in the morning. So my mother hears the conversation because it's on speaker, and she's like, "Oh, well, they can't." Because I said, "Well, maybe they could stay tonight, even though real talk ACS case they not supposed to." I said they could spend the night and just come and get them in the morning. Oh, well, they got school in the morning. So basically, he iced to spending the night. But this lady's so busy listening to my conversation, she's gonna say, "Well, they can't come anyway because I gotta work tomorrow." My son is in the background crying. And he wants. This is shit I gotta listen to. This is what my spirit gotta deal with. Do you understand what I'm telling y'all? I'm fighting for my kids, and everybody's making it hard. Do y'all know that? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What the fuck do y'all want me to do? I've been trying everything. I took my kids with me to Houston. I didn't leave them behind. What the fuck do y'all want me to do? Shrivel up in a fucking corner and die? Because y'all trying to take everything from me? And I do everything to push myself to live? Y'all not gonna push me to fucking to drown, to just fucking give up. I'm gonna say fuck you every chance I get. Thank you, Jerron. That's why I'm so abrasive. Cause y'all trying to fuck with me. And all I'm trying to do is be with my kids. Bunch of bitches. I would never, ever treat anybody like this. I would never. Thank you, BT. I would never. For somebody who did everything. I'm talking about, have my kids on buses going to see this nigga. Both of my kids. Because he got violated when I had my daughter for 3 months. And I was bringing both of my kids to see this nigga. And this is what you do to me? So when y'all see, when I tell y'all, I'm going to have to leave my kids behind. No, it's because I don't want, it's not because I want to. It's because this is what they making me do. They making me leave my kids because I have nowhere to go. You understand? I have family that don't give a fuck about my situation. You know how they feel? This is your decision. You got to deal with it. So what am I staying for? What am I staying here for? To be knocked down? The Most High knows my heart. When people tell me not to have my kids, I didn't listen. How the fuck you gonna tell me not to have my kids? Because of the situation I was in with him not being here. I was too damn old to be on somebody's chopping block. I want children. I wanted more children, but I can't have them alone, right? Do you think I would have had these kids if I thought I was gonna be alone? When my kids are 14 years apart, my first and my second is 14 years apart. You think I wanted to be in that predicament? I purposely didn't have kids because I didn't want to be in this predicament. Purple Heart, when I begin to speak on trauma I've had to keep bottled in so long, people say, oh, you'll be okay, or not to live in the past, or pray, shaking my head as if I'm not already fighting to do that daily. Exactly. That's why I said I would never treat anyone like this. I wish I come in contact with somebody that's going through this when I get in a better space so I could help them not go through this. Talk to me. Tell me everything you feel. I would never close down on you and just tell you to get over it. I would never do that because it's not that easy to tell somebody to get over something. Again, I tried everything, y'all. I tried everything. I tried everything. Exactly. I tried everything and he's going along with it like an idiot. When he got treated like shit. I'm buying this nigga. It's a $50 maximum or limit for the sneakers when they go upstate New York to prison. Can't buy them sneakers more than $50. I used to try to find the best sneaker I could find within the requirements. This lady found him a $20 sneaker that fell apart in days. And it was his money. She wasn't spending her own money on him. He would ask for stuff and she would spend his money, but spend the least amount. And he was an adult at this time. But this is where he chooses to be. That's why I said, have at it. I don't want a man like that. If he can't see what the fuck he's doing, I don't want no parts of that nigga. I'm mad that my kids is over there. Life is not going to be a stroll in the park. I've had years upon years of hardship, prison, getting shot, financial hardship, almost was homeless and still made a way to survive it all. Yep. I was ready to take these motherfuckers to Iyanla fix my life. That's how bad it is. But I know they ain't gonna want to go and spread and spill their tea, so I'm gonna spill it on my own channel. Fuck you. If people was good enough to be good human beings, then I wouldn't have to speak on this shit. I wouldn't have to speak to y'all about it. But people is fucked up human beings, so now I'm gonna speak on it. I'm not letting them make me go crazy. And then my obituary is read. I fucking lost it and snapped because of everything that these motherfuckers threw my way. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. That's not what we gonna do. We not gonna do that. Y'all gonna know my story. Before anything else happens, y'all gonna know my story. And that's the bottom line. You said, why can you have your kids in the first place, or why can't? Because of him. I have an ACS case because I was trying to leave to go to Texas and he was antagonizing me. And I fell into the trap on October 27th and had a big argument in front of my son's school. And the school, because they're a city agency, called ACS on me. Nobody was hurt, nobody was bleeding, nobody went to the hospital, but I don't have custody of my kids because of him. It has come out before it builds up and you snap. I'm truly surprised I haven't, but I want that build up to manifest into greatness, a reflection of the Most High. Exactly, sis. That's what I'm working on too. Yep. My kids will know the truth, and that's why I speak my truth. A lot of people say, don't tell YouTube this. Well, why not? When it's people out here that think the worst of me. It's people out here that think I'm the toxic one, that I did all of this shit for no reason. I don't have my kids with me for no reason. This shit been in the air since last year when I lost my fucking crib and he told me him and the kids could stay at his mother's house, but I couldn't. That shit been in the fucking atmosphere. You blessed. Count them and take advantage of those blessings and more will come. Thank you. Yep. It's a lot of manipulation going on, is what I'm saying. If you don't mind, I'm trying to figure out a timeline on you. So for the most part, I'm trying to ask you, how old are you? You've been through something in your life. I'm 37. I'm not from Texas. I'm from New York. I'm trying to go to Texas. I'm from Queens. Thank you, Misha. And again, I be trying to push through, y'all. Y'all see the things that I'm trying to work on? I'm trying to do this BBO. I'm not trying. I've been doing this Buy Black Only event ever since Black Friday. Even though my spirit is low at times, even though I don't feel good, I don't just focus on me. But then people are gonna label me as toxic because they're toxic and their toxic shit rubbed off on me and I'm responding to it. And that's fine. Call me whatever the fuck you wanna call me, but you're not gonna violate me. Real talk. Call me whatever you wanna call me if that's what makes you happy. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see something. I think I dropped something. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. Bad things always happen to good people. I think that God tests us in various ways. Whenever I go astray, God sits me down by putting me in jail to give me time to regroup, analyze, and rethink. Right? And again, my fault is not seeing the red flags from the beginning and walking away. My fault is not loving myself enough to see the toxic, manipulative behavior and walk away before I even had kids with this person. That's my fault. Mad exotic, I hear you. And that's the thing. Thank you so much, Yo Folks 3. With all the fucked up things that's being thrown my way, I could just be a violent, disgusting person. Just every day, all day. It comes out sometimes, don't get me wrong. But I'm talking about all day, every day of my life. And I'm not. I'm just not. I try to love people. I try to befriend people. I try to look beyond my circumstances and talk to other people about their problems, help people where I can. That's why I want to get far away, and that's why I wanted my kids far away. And I'm mad that I even came back. I should have never came back. I should have never came back. Joel Osteen. Wow. Thank you, BT. No, I'm saying it's my fault for dealing with an individual like that. It is. We make choices in life, right? We see certain things in people and we could either deal with them or not deal with them. I chose to deal with him even though it was so many other issues. Thank you. I'm a God. I'm a God. I appreciate you. Vermont or Maine. I'm not going further up north. I'm sorry. Sorry. That I can't. Yeah, thank you, Tina Ruffin. Easier said than done. Horace Shaw, thank you. More peaceful up there. Thank you. And again, that's the thing. When people start telling me let it go, it's like, how? How? Send me a picture, Tina Ruffin. Did you send me a picture? Because you said you sent the wrong email. Well, let's see. What is your email? What am I expecting? Okay. Can you send me a picture, Tina? Thank y'all for the emails. I'm gonna get through them. I'm gonna read them when I get off of here. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, it's easier said than done. I appreciate y'all very much so. Yep. Yep. That's what I said. It's not even, at this point, it's not about, oh, I want to be with him or anything like that. I want my kids and I want to get away. I don't want to have to leave my kids behind with people that treated their mother like this. They want my kids to think their mother is a piece of shit. I don't want to be up north. I'm sorry. All right, John. Good night. Thank you, Chris Brown. Can't love everybody and everybody ain't worth loving. That's a whole fact. Good morning, Joe. I'm going to drop my email one more time for people that keep missing it. And then I'm going to wrap this up because I need to figure out where I'm going from here because I can't stay here. I cannot. For my mental health, people telling me to let it go. How the fuck I'm going to let some shit go? And I can't even heal. How the fuck am I going to heal if I don't have a safe space to heal in? That's why it's like certain people's advice be dumb as fuck. I'm sorry to say it. I'm so sorry. Just let it go. Tell me how. There's no offense to you, sis, because you're trying to be nice, but tell me how. Don't just tell me to do something. Tell me how. Tell me how when I don't have a fucking room of my own, a door to close where I can just cry by myself. I gotta cry on Front Street any fucking way, so I might as well do it on the internet. What's the difference? I don't have no safe space, a door to close, a bed, a comfortable bed, no. I'm on fucking Front Street in the living room. Where's the healing at? It's easy to heal when you have a space to fucking heal. I don't have that space. So I'm sorry. My healing is different. So you can't tell me to let it go because it's not that simple. When I'm in a space where my own mother is telling me my kids can't come over here even though they want to fucking see me. Y'all can't tell me to let it go. I had 4 children when me and my husband separated. I had to leave him for domestic. Later on, years later, I found out he committed suicide. It was really hard after we divorced. Sorry to hear that. People tell me just let it go. Like, yeah. I could see you tell me, listen, this is what I use. You know, these are some tips I can tell you to tell me to let what go. I got to get the fuck out of here. That's it. I'm in the same boat. I thought about starting a channel, something that my kids would be able to see coming from me if I never see them again. Wow. That's crazy. Yep. I just had to tell him. He heard me and my mother arguing. I just had to tell him, you see what's going on? Just make sure with whatever happens, tell my kids I tried everything I could for them. You better tell them the truth that I didn't want to be with mommy anymore, so she couldn't come live with us normally. That's why it's a separation. Tell the truth that your mother said I couldn't stay there because we wasn't married and I had a meltdown on the block and now y'all trying to label me as toxic. Tell the truth. That's all I ask is for the fucking truth. Thank you, Chris Brown. I appreciate that. Tell the truth that you a mama's boy that tried to front like your mother don't love you. You tried to give me every fucking excuse. Oh, my mother sent me to jail. My sisters don't love me. But now you all up under they fucking areolas. You bitch, nigga. And this is who got my kids. No, it's not, again, tell me how. Nabi Naga. Tell me how. Hey, Yogi Fish. Tell me how. I respect the people that's coming with, even y'all, I wouldn't take y'all up on y'all offer, but even offering your home to me, that's respect. That's support, not just let it go. Shut the fuck up. Tell me how. Tell me the fuck how. If I did, then I wouldn't be here. Tina, Nabi, y'all giving me funny vibes too. Please, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm gonna need y'all to fall back with y'all commentary. If you're not in support, don't say nothing to me right now. Just log off. Thank you, Chris Brown. And just you saying that, respect to you. Thank you, BT. Tell me the fuck how. What do y'all suggest me to do? Dami, that's why it's time for me to go. It's hard to just let it go when you're in a hard spot. That shit gotta be a motivation. Okay, well, that's it. He should tell the truth. Yeah, tell the truth. Tell the truth. But no, he gotta continue the story of me being toxic so that, remember, he don't feel loved by his family, so he's trying to garner their love because they hate me so much. Now he gotta flip the script and put me down to get their love. Pay attention. All right, well, share that with me in my email. I don't need you making any more comments, Nabi, because I'm sorry, but it's rubbing me the wrong way. It's kind of rubbing me the wrong way because you're not giving me no solutions. And then people want me to go to therapy. They're not going to give me no solutions. I'm still here. Thank you so much, BT. I appreciate you for the donation, by the way. All right, you telling me play your frequency music at night where? In my mother's living room to get cursed out? Or I can't hardly hear it because my brother and his girlfriend is up at night and they making their own noise. Y'all saying shit that is not, I'm sorry, is not helping me. Misplaced loyalty. He's supposed to be trying to build a life for the family he created. There you go. He thinks he's supposed to be loyal to the family he came from, like a little kid. Like his mother's a victim, not me. Thank you, Dami. And anybody that's saying anything other than that, log the fuck off. I don't need that right now. I don't. This is tough, but people want me to live and just, what? I can't even fucking get a good night's sleep for me to get up and go to work and be on my best self. But y'all want me to be okay. The fuck out of here. I'm not gonna be okay until I get the fuck out this situation. Yeah, to make me look bad because you know how some people, they did you so wrong that they can't come to terms with that, so they gotta try to make you look even worse. That's those type of people. Like they don't have no excuse for their behavior in the past, so they gotta do shit to make me look worse. And he's on board with it because that's his family. But not realizing you made a family with me, and now you kick me to the curb, and you're in your mother's house with your sisters, your mother, looking like a fucking crazy bunch of crazy people. Where's the person you had kids with? You bitch. No, they do. That's why my son is crying. Crying to see me. Is ACS worried about that? Yes, and I work 12-hour shifts. And then I gotta try to see my kids after that. Or I'll come live, or I'll make edibles. I don't just sit here on my ass just crying. But people want to say I'm fucking toxic, or I gotta fucking just be okay. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Well, you are upsetting me. Cause you're not saying nothing real. These people making me think they fucking trolling me. I don't just sit on my ass in my mother's house and do nothing. That's what bothers me when people don't see me for who the fuck I am. I'm at work. I'm trying to find ways to make gummies, mail y'all gummies. I'm going live. Am I sitting here crying all day and stewing in this? I'm not. I'm fucking not. So don't fucking come at me like that. I wanted this to be documented because I ain't never gave up. No matter how many times I vent, how many times I cry, I know how hard I push myself. Even when I don't feel good. I don't even have a moment to feel sick. With my kids around or not around. I wouldn't even know if I'm sick. I haven't got a good night's sleep in years. Because I remember, even when I had my apartment in my bed, I had one toddler and I had two toddlers with not a lot of help. Not a lot of sleep when you got little babies and the man is in and out of prison. Or the man was gone for the first 20 months of your kid's life. You think I slept a lot? And then the nerve of people to say, well, you smoke weed? You're damn right I smoke a lot of weed. Because that's how the fuck I make it through. That's how I make it through. But then if I was to kill myself, then motherfuckers would be saying she took the easy way out, right? If I was to fucking lose my marbles and end up in a crazy house, then what? But I'm not there. So let me vent. Because that makes me go on. So that tomorrow, not even tomorrow, later today, back to business. Back to the BBO. Y'all not gonna knock me off my fucking mission. Yes. He's the only man, the oldest male in their family. So he's the surrogate man, even when they got a man. And let them have that shit. Now, moving on. Fuck the weirdos, fuck the losers, fuck the toxic people, fuck them. Let them enjoy their toxic life. I know I'm gonna be rich. I gotta move on from this. I wish I had not went back to New York either. I would not be in this situation, child. I would have my kids. I wouldn't have an ACS case. I wouldn't be going through this on my mother's couch. It's a lesson, though. I learned the lessons. I learned. That's why I'm like, sometimes my body does crash. And the gummies, I do have to eat at some nights just for me to tune all the noise out in here. Because it's always noisy. There's no quiet space for me but the bathroom. And that ain't even quiet because niggas got to use the bathroom. Thank you. I know it. I just got to separate. I got to separate first. And I wanted my kids to come along with me and they can't. That's how it is sometimes, you know? I love them. They know I love them. I'm the reason why they're here. Not nobody else. Not that nigga that got them. Not they bitch ass grandmother. Not they bitch ass aunts. None of them. I was bringing my kids up there. They had nothing to do with that shit. All me. Nobody was giving me money. Nobody was helping me. That was all me. Thank you, godson. But do you think I can't even focus on having a relationship with somebody else because I have 3 children? And that's not going to be easy for me to just get into a relationship just like that. I got to focus on me. People show us who they are. We just choose not to believe them because we always want to see the smallest good in someone. And that's me. I got to start judging people more, to be honest with you. That's why I start saying, you know what? Before I start thinking this person's a good person because they said a couple good things, I gotta notice the shady things too. Send me a pic, and a majority of the time, when I say send me a pic, I'm not getting the pic. I'm not even getting sent a pic. I'm still waiting for FBA Nigel. I'm still waiting for Maddie 22. But they surely be in my motherfucking chat though. But won't send me a fucking pic. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? I know I'm getting trolled. It's so easy to troll me. When I used to smoke, it kept me sane a lot of days. Many times I wanted to pull the trigger. My struggles made me stronger. Thank you for sharing your story. And more people need to share their story and stop fronting like everything's all good. Like, oh, I'm just living life. Everything's great. I'm ready to come to Houston whenever. I'm wanting to see my kids for the holidays, but this nigga is in control. He gets to control everything. They couldn't come the other day because it was too late, but yesterday wasn't too late. I can't even play the game with them Superstar Bella because I don't got nowhere to stay here. As you can see, what I just told you, my own mother is making it hard for me to see my kids during the week, and she's the resource for ACS. I'm done with everybody. Do you hear what I'm telling y'all? People are pieces of shit. And then when I get right, I hope these people don't need me. Please don't need me for nothing. Please. Please don't. Please make sure everybody that acted like they couldn't lend a helping hand don't ever need me for nothing. Cause I'm focused on I'm a giver. That's not gonna stop me from giving, but to the right people that actually appreciate me. Thank you, Superstar Bella. People tell me to let go when my kids is involved. Shit is crazy. It's nuts. You gotta let the stress go. Well, y'all telling me to play ACS game, but my fucking mother is making it hard for me to see my kids too. That's why I said some of y'all need to log the fuck off. Cause you really are not understanding the whole picture of what I'm saying. Because of her job. Her job, yes. So she could keep a roof over her head and her son with his girlfriend that pay nothing. And I'm getting kicked to the curb. Do you see how backwards this life is? I'm the one with the kids and everybody shunned me. Do you not see that as backwards? Me. It's all right, because when I leave, people better not need me for nothing. That's what I'm saying. I have to. I don't know how to be because I'm naturally a giver. That's why I said people think they live in a good life. They live in lives that make no sense. People are working their ass to the bone to pay rent that's getting them nowhere. Just for us to all be fucking not being able to adult properly. Let's look at the bigger picture, Mom. Why is your grown daughter in your house? Why? You're doing good, but I'm not. Why is that? Is it because the choice you made, or is it the choices I made? We all make choices that affect the next person. We make choices that affect our kids. If we don't give our kids the ropes on how to survive, they're not gonna fucking survive. Everybody is not strong enough to figure it out on their own. Everybody is not. Some people need a helping hand. I'm sure some of you guys in the chat can be honest and say, I got my job because somebody I know plugged me in. Oh, my parents helped me. They sent me to school. I'm sure everybody in the chat has a story where they could say somebody helped them along the way. Well, what about the people that's not getting the help? Nobody wants to leave their kids with people that don't like them so they can lightweight emotionally abuse your babies. This is what I'm trying to say. So they could make my kids think that I'm crazy because they're really the crazy ones. Because of what I'm saying right now, they don't want me to tell my kids that, so they rather tell my kids that about me. It's all good. The truth always comes to the light. And now guess what? Nobody can't sleep because I can't sleep in here. That's why I gotta go. When they making noise, it's okay because they on the lease. I'm going through something. I'm a family member. I'm getting kicked to the curb. Cool. Just remember this and don't ever need Aaliyah for nothing. Just remember this. Remember these times when all I want to do is be with my kids. Black women as taught to be givers and not set boundaries, while black men think about themselves first before anything. We condition boys and girls so differently. Yep. Thank you, Mary Black. And a lot of black mothers is fucking up their sons. Enabling this. She enabled him to stay at her crib so that he can pay her rent and leave me in the fucking cold in the dust. And my own mother won't even fucking defend me. If I had a daughter who was going through this, I would fuck everybody up. Nobody would ever be able to do this to my daughter. Do you hear me? But I never had people to fight for me. I gotta fight for myself, and I end up being toxic. See, because they got people to fight for them. He got 4 sisters. They all fight for each other. I don't have siblings fighting for me. I gotta fight for me. I'm just tired. I'm tired. Just tired. Because don't nobody got no real solutions, and I'm supposed to be able to figure them out. I'm supposed to stay in New York just to deal with a toxic person who kicked me to the curb. I'm supposed to respect his wishes that he want to be around his kids and he don't give a fuck about my living situation. Make it make sense. So many adults live with their parents because their parents got houses in Queens. So they get enabled so deep that they think that they live in a good life, and they will look at me like I'm fucked up. You don't even own shit, but I'm fucked up. You're not paying rent for yourself, but I'm fucked up. That's why I said this is toxic energy I don't need to be around. Thank you, Misha. And thank y'all so much for listening. I'm about to wrap this up. I'm over this shit. I'm gonna book an Airbnb for the weekend. And then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I can't stay here. For my mental health, I can't another night. I cannot do this another fucking night. These motherfuckers was up till 3 o'clock in the morning, and the only reason they quiet now is because I'm talking. This is what I have to go through. And most nights I try to ignore it. I try to sleep through it. I wake up and I'll just lay there. They having a grand old fucking time, and I gotta listen to this. They not paying no fucking rent. But my mother's okay with her son doing that shit. See what I'm talking about? But her daughter, who has kids and is going through something, she don't give a fuck about that. This is the reality of my life. My grandmother kicked me out when my grandfather was dying. Her and her son double teamed me to kick me out. Me and my kids, my children's father and his friend came over and still tried to portray me as toxic. You know why? Because it's my grandmother and my uncle. So automatically, I'm the bad guy, right? But what's going on today? Because, see, I'm the granddaughter that always cared, that will call every holiday, or I want to make sure I'm with them every holiday. When I was living there, I was taking my grandfather to all his doctor's appointments, stagnating my own life because my grandfather was sick. I kept telling him, get a home health aide or make me the home health aide so I can have money while I'm doing this. No, nobody cared about making me okay, even though I was giving of myself. The night I got kicked out, and I'm going to tell y'all this story, one of my uncles who was in this group, why I wasn't mentioning them before, is because this shit hurt me to my core. My grandmother got 3 sons. 2 of them live in New York. All her sons are married. 1 lives in PA. She didn't tell them my grandfather had stage 4 cancer. I leaked the information. I leaked it to my uncle in PA because he called me. I texted my aunt, you need to call me so I could tell you what's really going on. She said, you don't need to tell me anything about my parents. So I never got to tell her. But I'm sure my uncle that I told in PA told his brother that their father had stage 4 cancer, and my grandmother didn't tell them. So you know how when families are going through somebody that's dying or death in the family, I was the scapegoat that got beat down. I was living at my grandparents' house when my grandfather was dying. And I think that the reason why they kicked me out was because I had nowhere to go. And if my grandfather was to die, they didn't want me to take over the house. They didn't care about me being homeless. They only didn't want me to take over the house. Because what was said to me days before that was that it's still a mortgage on the house. So once one of them or both of them goes, the next of kin has to take care of that mortgage. That's the only thing that they cared about. They didn't care about what I was going through at the moment. So I got kicked out days before Thanksgiving 2019 for me trying to get food for my grandparents, and me and my uncle dropped by and he saw my grandmother give me her car keys I didn't ask for, because I was about to walk in the cold with my kids to the store to get us food. And my grandmother offered me her keys. And you know what my uncle did? Snatched them out my hands and said, you're not driving my mother's car. You keep taking my mother's car. You keep doing this. You keep doing that. Nigga wasn't even living there to see. So I'm like, where are you getting this from? Who told you this? I'm taking a car to drive your father to the doctor. So who's telling you I'm taking her car? Because I'm not taking it for my own leisure. And this is how I was treated. There's so much I could tell y'all. There's so much I could tell y'all. That solely from me making a decision to be with, to have kids with this man, everybody turned their back on me. Everybody. My aunt When he violated and he got locked up while my daughter was a baby, before he got violated, my aunt offered me a car. Offered me. She moved to North Carolina, called me and said, yo, I know you don't got a car. I did something stupid. I got 2 cars. I got 2 car notes. I can't do this. You got to take over one of them. I said, okay, that's cool. But she said, right, you don't got to worry about April. I paid for April. Just worry about May. May came. May 15th came. And I spoke to her and said, look, Ben got locked up. The money that I was supposed to give you, I can't give you right now. The lady came in April. We paid for her flight. Well, Ben paid for her flight for her to come from North Carolina. No, she drove with the car and he paid for her flight back to North Carolina. That was in April. By May, she came and snatched the car from me without my knowledge. She drove up. First of all, she told me, oh, I'm trying to buy a house now, so I need the car back. What the fuck did you come and give it to me for? What did you even call me and offer it to me for? Because I didn't pay right away. She's worse than a fucking bank. She took the car before I even had an opportunity to pay for it. She snatched it by the next month and did me dirty because everything that was in the vehicle, my kids' car seats, they strollers, all my shit, she threw it in garbage bags, dropped it to my grandmother's house, and I didn't even know until I walked outside and couldn't find the car and panicked and thought that it got picked up for tickets. And I called my grandmother like, I can't find the car. I'm nervous. And she's like, oh, yeah, Monica just dropped your stuff off and she's driving back to North Carolina. What did you do that for? I still don't have the answer. I still to this day don't have the answer as to why she did that. I have people that want to fuck with me for no reason. I kid y'all not. When she called me before, all right, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. She called me May 15th and said she wanted the car back because she wanted to buy a house, so she needed to sell it, so she needed the money. Why did you offer me the car in the first place? So I'm upset on the phone. I was so upset. I went to Facebook venting like, I can't believe this lady. How the fuck she gonna do XYZ? So I did go live and I was talking shit about her. So that's why she snatched the car. But you was gonna take it regardless. But the way you did it, I had 2 toddlers. I didn't even have a way to get my kids from point A to point Z because she had the strollers and the car seats. How real is that? I had to get in the car. I had to get in a cab with a baby. She was only like 6 or 7 months, and a toddler, a 2-year-old, in a cab with no car seats because she took all my shit to my grandmother's house. So I went there and I wilded out. I went there. She still got shit in the attic. I went there and started throwing her shit out the window. So yeah, I was wrong because it offended my grandparents. But I was throwing her shit out like, you bitch. I paid for your flight and you came and took the car within a month. What did you give me the car for? What did you even come to New York for? But this is the family I got. So do you see now why I be like, what am I staying in New York for? I got uncles here with houses. They can't stand me. Why? That's a question I still don't know. If y'all find out the answers, y'all tell me. My mother's brothers, I don't fuck with them. Ask them why, because I want to know the answers. So when y'all find out, y'all tell me. Is it because I always told them my dreams of having my own business? Is it because I have defended myself when they tried to boss me down? What is it? I never lived with these people, but they act like they know me so well. And who defends me? I ain't got no father to defend me. That's where it starts from. My father wasn't here to defend me. But I'm supposed to know how to respond to men and them acting stupid. I don't know how to respond to that. So like when my uncle snatched the keys out of my hands, I was flabbergasted. Like, wow, like I didn't swing on him. I didn't hit him. Him and my grandmother tried to yank me up and throw me out. And I'm saying, like, what the fuck? My kids was there. What the fuck? Who does that? And like I said, when y'all find out the answers, if I'm saying something, if you find out I did something wrong, then please tell me. Because people, that's another problem in the black community. People can never admit that they wronged you. I have not spoke to my mother's brother that did that to me ever since then. No, sorry. My grandfather's funeral was at the end of January. I didn't want to be the total black sheep. So I was cordial with everybody. But in the back of my mind, I was really like, fuck y'all. I'm only here for my grandfather. And that was it. You think they give a fuck that I'm going through this right now? But let it be one of the men children in my family. My cousin, he lost his job when he was about to have a baby, and all the men rallied around him and gave him money. I lost everything, and what did I get? What did I get? But treated like shit. So let me tell y'all the other phony shit, and then I'm gonna get off of here. So after my grandfather died, my fake ass aunt that did that with the car, she started a group chat, a family group chat. I was tight that they even added me to this shit because I wasn't even responding half of the time. Group chat used to ping off, ping off, ping off. It was one of my little cousin's birthdays. They were saying happy birthday that day. His number's not added to the group chat. My number is. The day of my birthday, they all was going off in a group chat. Nobody said happy birthday to me. You know what they did? A couple of people came outside of the group chat and said happy birthday to me. But we all family. Why didn't nobody wish me a happy birthday in the group chat? Y'all came outside of the chat and said happy birthday to me, and not even everybody in the chat. Now, this was after my grandfather died, and this was after y'all know y'all was wrong because I was there in his last days. I had to leave in November, so December went by without me seeing my grandfather, and he died at the end of January. These motherfuckers gonna call me when he was in his last days to come over there and see him one last time. I saw him on a Sunday, and he died on a Tuesday. You bitches. But I was there when I saw his decline. I was there taking him to the doctor numerous times, cleaning up, making him breakfast, and y'all treated me like shit. That's a hurt. That's another layer. When I tell y'all, I miss my grandfather because he really cared about me. He would have never let me be homeless. He's the reason why I was there. He asked me to come, and he died. He asked me to come because he was sick and he knew he was about to go. You know, men are strong. He knew he was sick, but he wouldn't say he was hurt. You understand? That's why I want to do the Ancestor Live because he's important to me. He cared. Do you understand? The people that cares never hear. Oh my God. He was the person I could talk to about my dreams, my visions, because he had the same dreams, you know what I'm saying? And they pulled me from my grandfather. There's wicked ass people in this world. I wasn't bringing company over there. I wasn't abusing my grandmother's house. I felt like Cinderella over there. I was over there cleaning up after myself, after my kids every day, mopping floors, sweeping numerous times a day. And y'all treated me like shit. And I still love my grandmother, but I can't be who I used to be to her because I'm hurt. I'm hurt. And I'm hurt that I can't even have that relationship with her because I'm hurt. Every time I go to the house, I think about how you have a whole house here and I'm fucking struggling. I'm struggling and you got a whole house, you over there by yourself. And people want me to be okay. She tried to tell me, oh, why are you leaving New York? I said, why am I leaving New York? Who's helping me while I'm here? Who's helping me? She was quiet real quick. Oh, you saying what now about me going to Texas? Hot spot, all of that. I don't give a fuck about that. What about what I'm going through right now? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But people always got something to say. Can't listen to people. If they don't have solutions, all that is chit chatter. But then the word on the curb is I disrespected my family. How, Sway? My grandfather asked me to stay there. I wasn't even going to stay there. I went to the shelter. My grandfather looked me in my eyes because I went over there to ask them to keep a couple things in the basement while I was going to the shelter. And my grandfather was acting lethargic, but we didn't know his cancer came back at this time. He looked me in my eyes and was like, come stay, come here. You could come here. He didn't really want Ben to stay there either. I said, I'm not staying here unless my whole family stays here. He wasn't okay with that because he's old school, but he said okay for me. And this nigga wouldn't even stay there. He went to stay at his mother's house. Y'all can't tell me the level of hurt I feel for everything that was thrown at me. Everybody that disappointed me. And the one person that would have never had me out on the street, he's not here. I need his energy right now. We have to do this Ancestor Live December 26th. I want y'all to get y'all candles and celebrate y'all ancestors. Because I know I need his energy. I need him to watch over me. Because I know he really loved me. All these other people is fucking imposters. That was the person that loved me. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna end this live. It's 5:30 in the morning. I still can't sleep, but I needed to say what I needed to say to get it out for once and for all. We starting a new year. I'm letting this shit go. Something that's been plaguing me since 2019. Not just 2020 was fucked up to me. 2019 was fucked up too. And I need to let it go. I said it. I got it off my chest. Y'all know my story now. Everybody has their version, so I'm sure other people have their version. But thank y'all so much for listening. Just know I'm pushing through and I'm doing bigger and better things, even with all these lemons. All these fucking lemons. I'm still focused on Black empowerment. I didn't give up. And I hope y'all see me as somebody that could weather the storm, and I'm better than this. Don't look at me being down right now as this is me. Just look at it as my testament, and I needed to get it out so I could move into a new phase of my life. Thank y'all for listening. I love y'all. I really do. And have a great morning and rest of the day. Peace and blessings.